or I can go with the books I read in January. There's a lot. The Outsider's Breast, E. Hinton. One of my favorite books of all time, 5 stars. It's been a while since I read it, like a year, so I reread it. I kind of forgot how sad it was. But I still enjoy it. I really need to rewatch the movie. And then the next one's B.K. Borson, Good Spirits. This was like Christmas, Ghost of Christmas Past. Book, like Charles Dickens, like a Christmas Carol. I enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. Yes, 5 stars. Look how fun it is. And then Soul Searching by Lila Sage. I gave it 4 stars. I was sad because like there are ghosts in here, but I was hoping she was like falling in love with a ghost, not a human. But I still enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. And then The Hex Girls, A Rogue Thorn. This is with Mystery Inc. Like Scooby, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, and Fred, which is the reason why I bought it and read it. 4 stars. I wasn't expecting Thorn to be like into Wicca and to practicing magic, so I wasn't expecting that, but I enjoyed it overall, and it's honestly, it's short. And then Daydream by Hannah Grace. This is the 3rd series, the 3rd book in the Maple Hill series. It's a hockey player, but I don't think there's a lot of hockey in this book. I gave us 4 stars. I really liked it, and it wasn't like spice heavy either. But I think the one thing I didn't like that didn't have a lot of hockey in it. It had some hockey, but not a lot. And then Violet Thistlethwaite Is Not a Villain Anymore by Emily Krempholtz. It's like a cozy fantasy. If you like the spell shopping and like this, I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It's a clean romance. It's cute. And the rest of the books were read on my Kindle. I read Unsweetened by Jodie Sweetin. It was her memoir, but it's mainly about her drug use days. And so, like, it was okay. And I read it one day, so it's, like, not that long. But it was, like, I was expecting more for a memoir. And then I also read I Didn't See That Coming by Rachel Hollis. Like, if you read Rachel Hollis, she does, like, self-help books. I think this one took me, like, a day and a half, 2 days to read it. I like Rachel Hollis's book. I read it mainly for a self-help category on my library's reading challenge. And then I also read The Ghosts of Panama by Mark Harmon and Leon Carroll Jr. They both are with NCIS. Mark Harmon played Gibbs, and Leon Carroll Jr. does something with like the production team. And it's about the invasion of Panama. It was, if you're into that thing, like espionage and stuff like that, maybe, but like it was okay. And then The Boxcar Children, This Bigfoot Valley, The Secret Bigfoot Valley. I don't know the whole title off my head, top of my head. I love the Boxcar Children series as a child. So they have so many books. It's over 100 books in the series, even though the author only wrote 19 of them. Multiple authors now write, and it just says created by Gertrude, I think is her name. Gertrude something is her name. I gave that 5 stars. And then How to Read a Book by Monica Wood. This is probably one of my favorite books I read this month. I would say it's like coming of age. Viola was in prison as a teenager. Like, I think she was like 19 and she gets released at 22 and she gets released on good behavior. And so she has to go out and like adjust to real life and like figure out how to navigate life and how to like to do everything. And then like her sister no longer wants to talk to her. So she has like no family in a town. She doesn't know anybody and she has to navigate her life. And I really liked this one. It's in 3rd person, but I gave it 5 stars. And honestly, it's the best book, one of the best books I read this month. And the other one was All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I don't know how to say her last name. It is a really long book. It's like over 600 pages for a romance book, but it's so good. Like, I read it within like a day and a half. It did not feel that long once you start reading it. So I promise you, like, yes, it's long, but it's so good and so worth reading. And then Wild Cowboy by Kelly Elliott. It was really short. I read it within one day. It's part of a new series, but it's the parents who have 4 children, and then the rest of the series is a book for each one of the children. I gave that, what did I give that? 4 stars. I enjoyed it. And it's on KU. I read Secret Nights and Northern Lights by Megan Oliver. This was her debut novel. I believe it came out like November. It's a romance. I get 4 stars. We have dual point of view between the two, the male and the female. I don't remember the names. I could look, but they go to Iceland because our female main character works for a traveling journal and magazine, and she gets the opportunity to travel to Iceland to write an article and do excursions because like the person who was going got injured, so she was the one asked to fill in the role. And she doesn't look like her boss is a joke, like he's a jerk, and so she ends up going, and the photographer was a freelance photographer who happened to be like her high school boyfriend. Yeah, but like they described Iceland so well and the sights I saw that like I was like, if I were to travel, maybe I'll travel to Iceland. And then Fair Weather Friend by Jessie Garcia. It's a thriller. This also came out. This came out in January. I gave it 4 stars. It was pretty good. There was a lot of characters though. So there's a lot of like chapters about each character. There's like several characters, and it was written in 3rd person. I enjoyed it, but I honestly, like, because I read the business trip, I should have kind of seen how the ending was happening, what the ending was going to be. I shouldn't have been that surprised. I read How to Train Your Dragon, because I needed a book that was like adapted to film for my reading challenge for my library, and I gave it 5 stars. It's so different than the movie. So if you've seen the movie, do not try to compare it to the movie because it is so different. And then Love and Other Killers by Brynn Weaver. This is her Venus Love trilogy. It's like a novella, and it's about all the characters, the married couples, after they're all married, doing another like yearly Aga showdown game or something. It's wives versus husbands. It's a novella. It's short. I gave it 5 stars. And then The Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon. This takes place in London, like 1883, and it's all journal entries. That's how we read her story. They're all journal entries by Emma. I gave it 4 stars, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. And then the last books I read were all part of the Improbable Meet Cute Second Chances short stories collection on Amazon. All Valentine's Day. There are 6 of them. The first one is Accidentally Yours by Christina Lauren. Gave it 3 stars. Wasn't my favorite out of the collection. The whole collection I liked as a whole, but this one was like my least favorite. There was too much texting and emailing in a book, and I feel like there's a lot of texting and emailing. I just don't like reading that. I think it's boring. And then Time Will Tell by Hannah Bonham Young. I gave that 4 stars. There's some texting and emailing in this one, but not nearly as much. It's a cute story where it's a cute story, and then she goes to London to meet this guy. And then Second Act Romance by Julie Soto. This was a 3rd person point of view. I gave it 5 stars. This was probably one of my favorite in the collection. I really enjoyed it. And I don't really like romance that's in 3rd person point of view, but this one worked. And then Play for Love by, I can't even say her name. 4 stars, dual point of view. I enjoyed it. I think this one was pretty funny, actually. If I remember correctly, it was funny. And then Death to Valentine's Day by Kathleen Cowles. She writes romantic suspense, so there's obviously like some romantic suspense in it. I gave it 5 stars. I liked this one as well, and I thought it was funny. It's like ex-boyfriend's older brother. And then Valentine's Day Slay by Vanessa Allen. It is a dark romance. I gave 4 stars because it was kind of unhinged. It was weird. A grave digger is covering up a grave in the cemetery. Like, he takes care of the cemetery, and then he hears the lady yelling for help, and there's like, oh, she's alive, and like buries her. And it was weird. Which, I mean, it's Brynn Weaver. No, it's Vanessa Allen, so like they're gonna get some unhinged stuff from her. But yeah, that's all the 24 books I read in the month of January.